Oh, hey, Stevie Babies. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to plug in my headphones, which means I'd have to be really up close to the laptop. And I didn't want to do that. I'll take the cap off. There we go. Oh, that's it. Hope you can hear me now with the cracking, apparently. If I move less, there we go. So, first of all, today, I'm 64! Yay! I can now officially play the age card. No, I can't possibly do that. I'm 64, you know. Can't take that old. I'm 64, you know. I can't decorate that house. I'm 64, you know. Well, I've been playing it well today. Yes. Well, anyway, I've enjoyed the company of people that came or that I went to, and I've had 2 lots of bottles of beer. So clearly, my sons think I'm an alcoholic. I've had 2 birthday cards that featured Superman. So there you go. It's been pretty good. But it's a bit late now. What time is it now? It's 7:30. Very late. But I thought I'd need to get it done because without my art, I am nothing. So here is today's painting, taken from the shelves. There. It's called Tea and Empathy. There we go. So it's 2 ladies. What is it? Having a cup of tea. Oh, sorry, that's my mobile phone falling on the floor there. So there we go. Tea and Empathy. One of them doesn't look very happy. Head bowed, a bit sad. The other one, head tilted in, oh, I'm so sorry for you. What can I do to help? That kind of situation. They both have. Does one have a cup and one have a mug? I can't see the name. I've forgotten what it is. Table's interesting, isn't it? I don't know how that works. Because that single leg definitely isn't in the middle. Although you can't see where the table ends. It's meant to be a circular table, so it would make sense to have one leg. And the stools also only have one leg. And are also circular. And there's a table at the bottom there. So it's like a snapshot of the cafe. And it's completely from my imagination. So none of these people exist. Or do they? Ooh. The cafe doesn't exist except in my head. And it's just 2 figures I like to do. And it's the empathy thing. I'm accused of not having much empathy sometimes, which is true. I don't understand how people get upset over things. I really don't. It's just get over it. Come on, get up, get on, and move forward. But then when I see things in films and on television, I do get kind of, upset by certain things. So it's like, although I know they're not real, I'm getting upset by it. And yet in reality, when reality happens, I tend not to get upset by it. I don't know what that's about. I don't understand that at all. Anyway, that's weird. So anyway, nothing else I can say about this painting. It's painted in acrylic. And it's small brush strokes. It's I don't know what kind of style they call that. Don't really care about these labels for stars and what have you. Oh, I'm a naive artist or I'm an expressionist artist. I'm just an artist and I do style that comes out of my head at the time. My head or my heart. Anyway, do you know what? I spent years looking at this and thinking, I could have painted that better, could have painted that better. Is that very good? It's not smooth, is it? It needs to be smooth. But now I'm thinking, you know what, it is what it is. And actually, it has its own beauty. It has perspective and depth, and they're both wearing blue, so it unifies the painting. And it has emotions. Yeah, I've done it again. I love it. I love this painting. It's a quite old one. Again, not sure of the year now, but quite old. I know that because I first signed as Pinker, which is my maternal grandmother's surname. Well, it's a maternal grandfather's surname, to be strictly true. And I thought that'd be clever because Picasso, that was his mother's name. It wasn't until a few years later that I realised that the Spanish do this. They don't lose a name or gain a name when they get married. They don't. The lady doesn't take the man's name. That's what I'm trying to say. They keep their own name, and then later on, their children have both names, and later on, they get to choose which name they want. If they want to get rid of one name, they can choose to get rid of one name and just call themselves one thing. So that's what Picasso did. He chose the name Picasso rather than his dad's name. He chose his mother's name, which is odd because his dad was an artist. Well, maybe he just thought Picasso's a ring about it. Picasso, you know what I mean? It sounds artist, doesn't it? Picasso. Robinson doesn't really sound like an artist. I always struggle with the name Robinson, which is why I've never really signed my name, Steve Robinson, on paintings. I did think of perhaps signing just Stevie, like Vincent did. And then I thought, well, that's just a bit obvious. So I just started doing my initials. I think I've explained this before. I have. But anyway, the initials developed, and it almost resembles Oriental calligraphy, and I like that. So I'm keeping that. It doesn't say who did it unless you know who did the calligraphy team logo tag. Don't know why they call these things. Anyway, there was another painting underneath this, which was an abstract landscape, which you can tell by the string. Well, it's been exhibited as a landscape. I didn't like it, so it got painted over. And then I didn't like this. But now I do again. It's loose. It's loose. You see charcoal drawings, marks on it. You can see the cup on this one. The cup down here. You can see it's been drawn on as well as, well, I'm not even sure it's painted on really. I think it's just painting. I've just drawn the cup. And the knife, fork and the plate. It's fairly there. There's lines here. There's the signature. It's I like to see these lines. I do. I love it. So that's today's work done. If you like it, if you like the vlog, please press like and then subscribe. That would be really cool. There's a few more people subscribing now. It's looking really good. I hope people are all really interested in what I've got to say. Sometimes my mouth doesn't work, and I've had a couple of beers today, so you'll have to forgive me for that. Anyway, it's time to go. 8 minutes. Yesterday, it cut me off at the end. I'm having trouble with the Etsy shop still. I don't understand that at all. The website, Steve-Robinson- no. See, I can't think. It's Steve-B-Robinson.co.uk. Have a look. That painting was 51 by, let me see, 51 by 76 centimetres, which is a strange number, and probably means that canvas was actually bought so long ago it was measured in inches. Anyway, I've got to go. So have a great evening, Stephen Babies. Love all hurting on and walking soft shoes. See ya.